grew up in Birkenhead and Merseyside, and I lived there for the first 53 years of my life. Mum had gone to church when she was younger, but hadn't gone for a long time. And Dad, although we believed in God, hadn't been to church that I knew about, apart from weddings, funerals and christenings. I went to Sunday school with my sister till about the age of 11 or 12, and then I drifted away. And I always believed in God, but I didn't really pray, and I didn't really think God was relevant to me. He seemed too far away at that age. That's how I felt. And I sort of went through my life like that till I got to about the age of 22, and then I realised I needed some help. My life, I had lots of things going on in my life that were giving me a lot of pain, and I was very unhappy. It was a time when I really didn't know what to do, which way to turn. And I remember one night I was thinking about all the things that were going on in my life that were making me really unhappy. And I just prayed, oh God, please help me. It was just a cry to this being, but I didn't know if he would hear me or not. At that time, my mum had become a Christian. She'd been going to a church for a while, and I could see a change in her. Shortly after that, my dad became a Christian too, he's changed his life. I was just amazed. Their whole lives changed around. Whereas they had their own independent social lives, now they were doing everything together. So when I went to visit, they would talk with me, and I would go home and think on all these things they were saying. And some of the things amazed me because I hadn't heard them before, and they gave me a lot to think about. Mum would start talking to me, and she'd say, why don't you come to church? You know, Jesus can help you. And I knew deep down that it wouldn't do any harm to go. They had a guest speaker and he preached, and I really can't remember what he said now, but I know when he made an appeal for those who wanted to accept Jesus into their life, for him to become your saviour, then I responded. I could not wait to respond. I went, oh yes, Jesus, please just take all this off me. I feel weighed down. And it was wonderful because as soon as I said that, he did. He became real to me. The weight just did seem literally to fall from me, and I realised I wasn't on my own anymore, that Jesus was going to help me. I didn't understand fully all the ins and outs. I just acted in faith that Jesus, if I said, yes, Jesus, come into my life, change me, help me, make me a new person, he would, and he did. I hadn't been a Christian very long when a group came to our church, and it was a Christian group, and they sang a lot of songs, but one of them really spoke so much into me that I've never forgotten the words. And it was about the cross and Jesus dying on the cross, and it was about the love that Jesus had on that cross. And the chorus of the song was, every time I look at you on that cross, I can't just walk away and say you don't exist, because your love comes pouring through. I can't ignore that love that you went through that for me and for all mankind who will just turn and put their trust in you. I can't say, well, you did that for nothing, I'm going to walk away now. I can't. It just draws me. The love draws me. What you did for me draws me, and I can't just walk away and say you don't exist, because that love comes through again, and that love has kept coming through, and I'm just so grateful that Jesus did that for me. Without him, I would have no hope.